forcibly taking my father to another country and illegally arresting him. So that's clearly kidnapping.
At ako presidente noon, may gagawin akong kalukuhan. If they want to arrest me, I will go to them.
Hindi kami titigil hanggat hindi ganap na napapanagot si Rodrigo Duterte, si Sara Duterte, ang lahat ng mga berdugong pulis at militar na may inutang na dugo mula sa mga mamamayang Pilipino ang hindi nila nakukuha ang hustisya hanggat hindi nananagot sa kamay ng bayan ang mga berdugong ito.
Ikulong! Ikulong!
Ikulong! Ikulong!
Duterte panagutin!
So I visited former President Duterte. He is in the hospital wing of the detention center, and he is in good spirits. He is well taken care of. Nag-comment lang siya na he really misses Filipino food. Yan lang.
Dito po ako para magpakita ng suporta kay Tatay Digong at para ipakita na si Tatay Digong pa din ang hinahanap ng mga Pilipino.
Mula sa karapatan! Karapatan ng mamamayan!
Ipaglaban!
Ipaglaban!
Tinabig niya ako at malakas ang pagkatabig niya nung nagkasalubong kami sa hallway. Nasa video naman, minura ako ng kanyang anak. At mismong si Presidente Duterte ay niremind niya ako, magre-retire ako. At aasuntuhin ako ng kanyang mga anak at ang kanyang mga kamag-anak after my retirement, even before my retirement. Tinrete niya ako. But everything is okay lang yan. Makapal ang ating balat at yan ay kayang-kaya nating palampasin yan.
Mga ipasay ko sa inyo ha. Musala mo na muna. Wala na! What you are doing is right! Pero nga naman, naging aning man may karoon. Nga naging aning man may karoon. Ang dagang sa ilang kahapon. Sa kumpel. Kaya gobyerno. Kay gusto nila. Kasi naghihapon. Abukin ko sa Malacanang forever. Gusto nila. Nag-autor ng mga Duterte para si Inday Sara maapilog kadaon para si Inday Sara dili na mamahimong presidente.
Ang labis na pamumulitika ay talagang hindi nakakatulong sa bansa. Nag-uumpugan lang yung mga may kapangyarihan, ang mga sikat na politiko, nagbabanatan, panahon ng eleksyon ngayon. Pero ang kawawa lagi ay ang sambayanan, hindi natututukan ang problema ng bayan. Ito, yung problema pa rin natin, yung mahal na bilihin, ang gasolina na walang pawi, ang pagtaas, at ang kakulangan ng trabaho at sapat na sahod. Lahat yan ang tunay na problema natin. Sana tutukan na lamang yan. At yung pamumulitika, isang tabi na muna. Meron namang eleksyon di bumoto sa eleksyon. Kung ambisyoso, malayo pa ang 2028. Lubayan natin.
Pero paano po yung
destabilization ni Bongbong, yung coup d'etat, yung RevGov, ayoko ng gulo Parang nalipas na yan hindi na uso yan paulit-ulit na yan, parang siklo na yan sa ating kasaysayan.
It's a historic day na unprecedented. Talaga ngayon lang nangyari na meron tayong former president na pinaaresto ng isang international court with competent jurisdiction. So,
meron din legal basis yan. Dati tayo sa membro ng ICC.
As I apparently
galing ako Dubai. Stopover for it's a long haul, it's a long flight. Okay ako. Doon na Torre. And I think this is something to do with the law and order noon. At sinasabi ko naman sa mga pulis at military na trabaho kayo at ako ang managot. So ito na nga, for all of the whatever happened in the past, ako na yung nag-front sa ating law enforcement pati military. Sinabi ko na I will protect you and I will ako ang managot sa lahat.
The office has been investigating the situation of the Philippines for some time in relation to the so-called war on drugs. Last month, under the supervision of Deputy Prosecutor Manjay Niang, the team submitted a warrant application to the judges of the pre-trial chamber. The judges have issued that warrant and it's been executed. And in issuing the warrant, the judges have found reasonable grounds to believe that Mr. Duterte has committed the crime of murder as the founder, as the head of the so-called Davao death squad, as the mayor of Davao City, and then later as the president of the Philippines between 2011 and 2019. And I think it's important to show that the office has been working with communities, with states, with international organizations, with other partners to make sure that the investigation could be focused and could move as effectively as possible. And the fact that it's been executed is important to victims. It means a lot, I think, to victims. That's the feedback we've already received. And many say that international law is not as strong as we want, and I agree with that.
He is not able even to tell you that he has been informed of the charges as contained in the arrest warrant for more reason more pertinent to which I alluded in my written request to this honorable pre-trial chamber this morning, and which is confidential in nature. Accordingly, I repeat my respectful request, which was rejected this morning, to postpone the substantive aspect of this hearing to the next week, when I will have the opportunity to sit with my client and to explain to him what a confirmation hearing is and what the disclosure is, and how the prosecution alleges that he committed crimes. I thank the court for its attention and regret to say that I do not have instructions to continue my submission any further today. Thank you.
Thank you, Counsel. Now, with regard to the health issues of Mr. Duterte, I believe that the